there's a gross disparity in baseball. There are 16 teams in the National League, 14 teams in the American League. Already that's a competitive disadvantage for the National League, a competitive advantage for the American League. It's literally easier to get to the World Series if you're in the American League. But particularly if you're in the American League West, where my team, the Oakland A's, play, it's just, frankly, flat out easier for the A's to make the playoffs. And conversely, because there are only 4 teams in the American League West, National League Central, you got the 6 teams. You got your Cubs, Brewers, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals, and the other team. Rick, who did I forget? Cubs, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals, Brewers, Astros. Which brings me to my point. So you got 6 teams in the National League Central, which is, it's literally, they have a 17% chance of winning the division. The American League West teams, competitive advantage, assuming all teams being equal, have a 25% chance of winning the division going to the playoffs. It's insane. It's insane. So the only thing that makes sense is to take a team from the American League, from the National League Central, and put it in the National League West, or some team from the National League and put them into the American League, and then reconfigure the divisions so that you have 6 divisions of 5 teams, 3 in each league. That makes a great deal of sense. But what's being discussed now is 2 15-team leagues, like the old days when before baseball went to divisional format. I think in 1969 you had 8-team leagues in either league. I think there were 10 actually after the expansion in 1962. But for years baseball had 2 8-team leagues. And under this scenario, 3 teams, the top 3 teams would make the playoffs, and then the 4 and 5 teams would be the wild cards. They'd play each other, and then one of those would advance, and there'd be a little tournament like we have now with the top 8 teams. I think that's crazy. I think you should keep the divisions. I think there's great purity in the divisions. Why would you give up the divisions? Jesus, right? Giving up the divisions is crazy.
Totally agree, yes.
Yeah. But evening the leagues out makes sense. The problem has always been when you even the leagues out is that you have to have interleague play all the time because you'd have an odd number of teams in each league. So unless you're giving teams weekends off or long stretches, 3-day stretches off, which is out of the question, you're going to have interleague play at all times, which I never understood why you couldn't do anyway, because it's like baseball decided when they started interleague play and whatever the hell they started at 94, 95, I think 95, that like because the Yankees are playing the Mets, the Royals have to play the Padres at the same time. Because that's what the fans in Kansas City want. The Padres are coming to town. Come on, man, who cares? Like, why can't the Yankees play the Mets to open the season and the Royals can play the Padres later? Nobody cares when the Orioles play the Brewers. But don't give up the divisions, man. The Dodgers and Giants play in the National League West. That's the way it should be. And the Yankees and the Red Sox are in the American League East. Those are rivalries. Those matter. Cubs and Cardinals in the National League Central. So the way they're going to have to do this realignment, there are 2 possibilities. And one of the teams seems more amenable than the other. They either need to move the Astros from the National League Central right to the American League West, where there'd then be 5 teams in the AL West. And the Astros would then join the Rangers as a second Texas team and play in the American League West. No one in their right mind thinks that's a bad idea. No one, right? Done. Problem solved. Astros, get out. No one should let the Astros determine anything. And do you know why?
George Bush.
They're the Astros. Couldn't be less significant in the history of baseball. Sometimes I can't believe that, right, I forgot them. When you try and name 30 teams, you're going to forget the Astros. Come on, man. The best player in the history of the Astros is like Terry Poole. All right, here comes, I know, we'll get tweets. I got it. I know all the great Astro players, okay? But come on, it's the Astros, and their owner the owner says, no, I want to stay in the net. Who cares? You're the Astros. The other possibility is the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks would move from the National League West to the American League West, and then you'd slide the Astros over to the National League West. Also fine. Don't care. You know why? Because the Diamondbacks have been in the league for an hour. And while I was preparing this segment, I was like, and the Diamondbacks haven't won anything anyway, which proves my point, because they did win, and I forgot. They played in like the greatest World Series in the last 10 years. I don't even remember it. Except the guy on steroids, Luis Gonzalez, hit a little bloop off Mariano Rivera, like I had to remember it. Who cares about the Diamondbacks? The Diamondbacks, Astros. You don't get to tell anybody anything. Here's who gets to decide what happens in baseball. The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Cubs, they get to decide.
They do?
Yeah, the Cardinals get to decide, the Phillies get to decide, the Dodgers and Giants get to decide, the A's get to decide because they've won the 2nd most World Series and because I'm doing the segment. And that's largely it.